four-chambered heart. We have got four chambers. There is the upper one, two are called the auricles. Okay, the content is here. You see the diagram?
Yeah.
Okay. See, the human heart is a four-chambered structure. We have got one here. It's the right atrium, left atrium, left ventricle, and right ventricle. These are the four chambers of the human heart. The heart is separated from the left part of the heart by a septum in between. There is a partition in between which separates the right part from the left one. It's called a septum. Okay. Actually, what happens is the right part of the heart always carries deoxygenated blood.
Yeah.
You know, deoxygenated and oxygenated?
Oxygen, with oxygen or without oxygen?
Yes, deoxygenated is without oxygen and oxygenated is with oxygen. So this part in between is called a septum. Now the atriums and the ventricles, atriums are also sometimes called auricles. So where you hear the term auricles, don't get confused. Auricles and atriums are the same thing.
Yeah.
Okay. So auricles or the atriums, they are further separated from the ventricles with the help of valves. Valve which separates the right atrium and the right ventricle, that valve is called the tricuspid valve. There are three valves over here. This is cuspid valve. This one.
Which one? The right bottom one.
Yes. One which is between the right atrium and the left atrium. Atrium and the right ventricle. This is the tricuspid valve. We call it tricuspid because there are actually three valves placed back to back. So arranged, one over here, other over here, and third is at the back. So three arranged in such a manner so that they do not allow the blood to flow back into the right atrium. Similarly, the walls which are between the left atrium and the left ventricle, these walls over here, they are called the bicuspid walls. Bicuspid walls are also called the mitral walls.
Wait one minute. The right atrium is the tricuspid, left atrium is the bicuspid.
Yes, it is called tri because there are three walls present here, and bicuspid because there are only two walls present.
Yeah.
Okay, then yours is a triangular structure. It is conical in shape. It's the apex is at the bottom. It is like an inverted triangle. And because it is slightly pointed towards the left hand side, this apex point or the end point, it is towards the left hand side. That is why it is assumed that the heart is on the left. But actually what happens, the heart is just in between, in the center, in between the lungs, and it is protected by the ribs. Okay, got your, see these are the ribs over here, on both the sides. Between the ribs, you have got the lungs at this position like this. Isn't?
Yeah.
Over here, in between the ribs, over here will be present the heart.
Yeah.
So it is split by the lungs from both the sides, and to cover it up, we have the ribs. So it is exactly in the center between the ribs. But when it is pointed on one side, it appears to be on the left, and that is why normally we say that the heart is on the left.
Yeah.
Now, the right part of the heart always carries deoxygenated blood, and left part will always carry oxygenated blood. Okay. The atrium is the one which gets the blood for the first time. Whenever the cycle of the heart starts, the right atrium is the one which will get the first slot of blood. It enters from the superior vena cava and the inferior vena cava. Superior and inferior vena cava, these are the big veins. See, the capillaries, see the circulatory system is a system of the heart and plus the various network of capillaries which is all around distributed all over the body. Okay, the function of the heart is to, see we have got the heart. Other than the heart, we have got the arteries and the veins. After the arteries and veins come the capillaries. The rest of the arteries and veins we'll do later. It's further down in the topic. So that just give you a basic that arteries are those capillaries or those tube-like structures which carry blood away from the heart.
Yeah.
Remember it like this: A and A will always come together, and they bring blood towards the heart. So which capillaries are bringing blood towards the heart, they are called veins, and which are taking blood away from the heart, they are called arteries. Okay, function of the heart is to pump the blood and distribute the blood all over the body. No, okay. So arteries, they are taking blood away from the heart. It is understood that the blood will be oxygenated.
Yeah.
Okay. Similarly, the veins, because they are bringing blood towards the heart, they have to bring the deoxygenated blood. Okay.
Yeah.
Like this, so you need not memorize everything. To relate it, it's easy to remember the things, recall the things.
Okay.
Okay, so arteries, they take blood away from the heart, and because they are taking it away, the blood has to be oxygenated only.
Yeah.
Similarly, veins, they are taking blood towards the heart, so they are taking blood to the heart so that it can be pumped up, so the blood has to be deoxygenated. Deoxygenated means
arteries away from the heart, so oxygenated, veins towards, so deoxygenated.
Yes. Okay.
Why are none of these sessions recording?
Being recorded. Sessions are being recorded.
When I go to the teacher on our website, it's just that your session is now being recorded.
But in a case, maybe it's from the student and it's not showing. Over here, it's showing me that the session has been recorded. You can talk to Audrey regarding that. If you want any session, if you want a copy of a session, you can ask her. She'll send you the link.
Okay, fine.
Okay, she will send you the link of the session so that you can look through it again.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, supina cava and inferior vena cava, these are the two big veins which bring blood from the lower part of the heart, lower part of the body, and the upper part of the body.
Yeah.
Superior vena cava will bring blood from the hands, from the head, from the neck, and all these parts. Inferior vena cava will bring the blood from the abdomen, from the legs, the limbs, and all that.
Yeah.
So they bring the blood, the deoxygenated blood, into the right atrium. After blood enters the right ventricle. Okay. Contraction and relaxation part that I'm leaving right now. First, right now we are only doing the basic structure of the heart and the basic passage of blood. Details will come to later, because if we do everything together, it will get all mixed up. Okay. So after the blood enters the right atrium, it goes into the right ventricle. Then the right ventricle, it enters into the pulmonary artery. This one. It goes from here. And pulmonary artery, it takes blood to the lungs. Pulmonary artery will go to the lungs. Blood will be oxygenated, and then it will be brought back through the pulmonary veins.
Yeah.
So pulmonary artery takes the blood to the lungs, and pulmonary vein, they bring blood back from the lungs. Okay, so just now we had done that the arteries, they always carry oxygenated blood, and veins, they always carry deoxygenated blood. Remember? But pulmonary artery and the pulmonary vein, these are the only exceptions to this particular theory. Pulmonary artery is the only artery which carries deoxygenated blood. Okay, rest all arteries will always carry oxygenated blood.
Yeah.
Vein is the only vein which carries oxygenated blood. Okay, them arteries and veins because of the basic definition.
And coming to the body. Yeah.
Yes. That is why we are calling them arteries and veins, but there are exceptions in case of the content of the blood, the quality of the blood.
Yeah.
Okay. So pulmonary artery takes blood to the lungs, it gets purified in the lungs, comes back by the pulmonary veins, enters into the left atrium, and then after that goes into the left ventricle. From the left ventricle, it enters into the aorta. It takes blood to the various parts of the body.
Okay.
So aorta carries the oxygenated blood to the different parts of the body, and then it again comes back through the inferior vena cava and the superior vena cava and gets pumped up again.
Okay.
So this is the whole